Sex feels like a chore for me. Hello, ladies. My name is Rachel Vogt, and I've been an intimacy coach for 10 years, which has inspired me to do this extended series where we talk about ways to incorporate pleasure into your everyday life for yourself, but also in a partnered relationship if you're interested in doing that. And this month, we have been focusing on all these types of things that I've been hearing for the better part of a decade when it comes to intimacy coaching. So very, very common things amongst my clients. Today's sex feels like an obligation. Oof. I hate to hear it, but I've heard it too frequently. So the good news is I typically have a pretty good potential solution for people when they tell me that they feel like sex is an obligation. Okay, so the first thing that we need to understand when we feel like sex is an obligation is, do we want to feel differently? For a lot of people, they have been conditioned through their religion, their relationship, any point of contention of programming. They were taught that sex was basically something that you were obliged to give, especially if you were a woman in a relationship. So do you want it to feel different? Because if you do, then we have a solution we can move towards. But if you're somebody who are like, nah, this is kind of sex feels for me, I can't change your mind. I can't change your mind about that. That's something that you're going to want to have the initiation to have the wherewithal and the intention to do. If we do feel like, but I want sex to be enjoyable, I want sex to be something that I'm bonding with my partner about, I want it to be something that is an experience for myself as well, then fantastic. Enter Rachel. This is something that I absolutely can help with. When we understand that we were taught that sex should be an obligation, that's when we can start to deconstruct from it. We also have to be in partnered relationships where our partners agree with us. They have to agree that we are not there to be their sex slave, that we are there to complement their pleasure, their intimacy, and that is going to then better the experience as a whole as well. So when we can get to that first driving point, that's great. Then we have some clarity and understanding about where we're moving towards. Then we can start to dissect from why it feels like an obligation. Does it feel like an obligation because our partner's asking for it all the time? Does it feel like an obligation because my God told me, which is really your organized church, told me that I'm supposed to just as a wife? Does it feel like an obligation because my partner only asks me at the end of the day after I've been touched out by all of the kids and I've been running around to a million different programs that he's still trying to poke me in the back instead of actually filling my cup of energy first? Those are all very viable and incredibly common concerns that I run into. So, coming towards the end of this month, I know, again, this is something I've been saying very heavily at the end of my videos, is that it kind of sucks that I've been giving this to you as an opportunity to understand that many people go through the same things as what you're feeling, but not really offering the best type of solution in the 3-minute TikTok because it's impossible. For a lot of us, we really have to delve into understanding our sexual wellness and intimacy and what our desires are and then our intentions, and then we can move towards an individualized blueprint and roadmap to that success. And that's something I can help with as an intimacy coach because it's something that I very much enjoy doing. You might want to look into your friends. You might want to look into a therapist, whatever the case may be. But there are solutions out there for you, and you are rightfully deserving of them to get more pleasure and to get more sex in your life, right? Okay, so my time is running out, but you know what's about to come, right? So I would really like for you to stay happy, stay healthy, and to wash your hands. But most importantly, have a great day. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you.